Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to my wonderful 40 subscribers. Um, it's been months since I made a video. That dog agrees. It's like, hey man, it's been months. Give us a video. Dan, the Kraken man. Um, I would like to thank the dogs and the friends of the Krakens Lair. Shout out to Dope Comics coming at you live in the sunshine, but the blackened sky is coming, and there's gonna be some books here that like you are gonna dig the most. Um, Shout out to Al Hardy, the wizard, the wizard of technology. Shout out to Chance at Nostalgic Pod Blast and Chance Acting Demo. Always a shout out to Chris at We Love Comics, and a shout out to James at Mint Hunter Comics. The gentleman I've been selling a lot of books to. Bad habit. Don't do it, kids. It's my public service announcement. Don't smoke. So, I haven't done a video in months. My father passed away December 29th. And, nobody needs a comment like, oh, whatever. I've just not been in the headspace to do a comic book video. But I've been getting comics. And so I got a lot to show you. And, we'll go through this together. So some of these are like books I reacquired after selling for the Cash Up program. And I do have a very, very early Spider-Man below issue number 10 coming that came in trade. And I'm very excited about that because I'm getting a lot from issue 20 down. I'm getting a lot of those, and I'm excited. So we'll share some books. Tomb of Dracula number 2. I sold this. I really like this book because there is only 2 that have this different letterbox. The Tomb of Dracula number 1, it's different. This one is different. Issue number 3, it's like the full-on Dracula spreading his cape, and that was the letterbox until the end of the run. So I kind of dig this. It's a lot of black background, hard to find in high grade. Man, I found one that was like there's 4 covers, like misprint, like 4 covers, and the guy's asking like $1,000, but I was almost like, that's kind of cool because it's probably like one of one. And of course, like if you don't know, if you've got multiple covers, and send that in to get graded, they will grade each cover. So like the outer cover could be, doesn't matter, like an 8.0, and second interior cover could be a 9, third interior cover could be a 9.4, and so on and so forth. So I got this back. Some Kirby goodness. I love it. Devil Dinosaur. Not a spec book. I don't know that they would ever do anything with Devil Dinosaur, but I sold this book and I was like, oh man, I miss you. It came with number 2 and number 3. I'm not gonna like go in too much about like condition or like what I paid. It was very affordable. If you're a Devil Dinosaur fan, I'm telling you, like you can get these, man. Like, it's not gonna break the bank. I had found this one at Mr. Comic Shop years ago. Love it. The Heap, number 1. I'd have to do some research to see like where this falls in terms of Swamp Thing, Man Thing, you know, the Heap thing. But I always love this cover, and I kind of like regretted selling it, and I got it back for like, you know, very cheaply. So we're gonna move. We're gonna move some stuff. I don't even know what's next. Not brand X. And that's how you say it, people. It's not Ek. It's not brand X. Number 1, Forbush Man. I really love this. I love the Marvel comedies. I love where they point fun at themselves. I dig it. I found this. I saw an image of it, and I had to have it. Unknown Worlds number 56. I dig it. Painted cover. The tree. Dope comics. This one is like all you, man. The tree. Snatching the kid. The raw. Unknown Worlds. 12-cent cover. Number 56, man. This is like Dope-topia. Speaking of dope comics, he had covered this. Beware the terror that is the Man Thing. Dead of Night number 1. Explicit content. And I was like, oh yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm all about that life. And he did a video on this. And I was like, yeah, man, I am there. So, why not just go all in? Number 2. I don't know. Alright. Maybe we'll discover number 3 issue. I've got a stack of comic books here, and like I said, you know, I'm going to try to go through this. So, I saw this. Book of the Dead, number 3. Taste, Man Things, Swamp, Justice. I'm like, I don't know, like, could we just have, like, Justice? Like, Swamp Justice, like, sounds, like, really scary. I don't know if I want that. So I looked into it. I'm flipping through books. It seems like there's Plug art, and I love how Plug does monsters. And it seems like Frankenstein shows up in this. The Bride of Frankenstein. Roar! See, now I'm jumping back around. So here's Book of the Dead number 1. Roar! Painted cover. Frankenstein Unbound. We're good. Book of the Dead. The monster is loose. Dude, the monster's always loose. It wouldn't be any fun if the monster did not get loose. Oh, I did it. Put that back. Back and forth. I was in South Carolina, and I found a number of comic shops, and I found this. Like Ren and Stimpy, meeting Spider-Man, Powdered Toast Man. I was like, yeah, man, I'm all about that. You know, once again, it's sort of like a comedy. It's funny, but I'm interested like how they got the license to like use Spider-Man, but doesn't matter. I saw this book in ads throughout the 70s in Marvel Comics for years. Giant size Spider-Man and Dracula. Like, looks really cool. Sounds really cool. I will tell you. Like, Spider-Man and Dracula, like, they don't fight. They kind of meet on a boat. You know, there's like a couple of panels. But like I wanted to see illustrated like what's on this cover. Like I wanted to see Spider-Man fight Dracula. I wanted to see how like who was the victor. Like this is not the issue. The best thing about this is the cover. It is the number one. So, you know, do with that what you will. Giant size Spider-Man and the Punisher number 4. This is the third appearance of the Punisher. It's an overlooked book. It's really not expensive, but it is the third appearance of the Punisher. This one's fun. Marvel 2-in-1, The Thing and Man-Thing. Now, I want you to note up here, it says Marvel 2-on-1. You know, not 2-in-1, but 2-on-1. So, that to me is kind of funny. I love like monster versus monster. You know, I dig it. Reacquisition. Most people don't collect these. Captain Savage, Leatherneck Raiders, number 1. Not expensive. It's sort of, to me, like a cross between Nick Fury and his Howling Commandos and sort of like G.I. Joe. He's got the beard. A couple issues after this, he lost the beard, which made him look even more like Nick Fury. This title did not last long, but it's the number 1 issue. You know, 12 center. I love it. $1972, Shanna the She-Devil, number 1. Not expensive, but very cool. I can see maybe where eventually they might put her in something. I believe in the female characters for sure. After Disney acquired the properties, and we've seen a lot of that, you know, why not, like, you know, I don't know, like, you know, Wakanda Forever Part 3 and Black Panthers in the jungle, and he runs into Shanna the She-Devil. Who knows? Maybe it could happen. I love this. Supernatural Thrillers, number 1, featuring It. The Thing That Couldn't Die. Well, apparently, because the shotgun blast is not killing him. You know, one would imagine that maybe it would. Back to when I was in Greenville. It was Borderland Comics. And I found this, and I absolutely had to get it. Tales to Astonish, number 15. It's a 10-cent cover price. It's a little miscut. There. But they, you know, they were wanting like $49 for it. I made a deal, and I'm like, yeah, you're coming home with me. The Blip. Dope Comics. Do you have the Blip? Do you have the Blip under a blackened sky? Maybe you should. Last book of the evening. Tower of Shadows #1, graded a 6.0. Love this cover. I love the entire run of Tower of Shadows. I've always liked, monsters and horror stuff. If you don't like this kind of stuff, that's okay. I do. I love it. I love Spider-Man. I love the X-Men. I love Iron Man. I love the Avengers. But like this kind of stuff, like, really hits me where I live. So I'm sorry it's been so long since I've made a comic book video. Life happens, man. But I did want to do a video, and so I did. Everybody enjoy comic books, enjoy comic book collecting. This is Daniel at the Krakens Lair Comics. I will see you soon.